Hello knife fans, how you doing? Hope you're all doing okay, because I'm doing okay. Um, I just thought I'd do a little video of this knife today, which is a beast, I have to say. It's an HTM, as you can see, which stands for hand tech made. Comes in this really groovy pouch. Very nice touch. Put the pouch aside, and there is the knife. Now, there is another video of me unboxing this thing, and I didn't go into much detail in it. It's really just a show and tell, but this is light review. Yes, that's what I call it, a light review. It is, well, it's easy to say, yeah, it's a beast of a knife because it's so big, and look at the design, look at the sculpting out of the titanium handle and stuff. I know it's easy to say, yeah, it's a beast. I can get my kukri out and say, yeah, it's a beast, and but until you actually get it in your hands, then you really appreciate what I'm talking about. So if you do happen to have one of these, then you'll already know what I'm talking about. Now, this is a Darrel Ralph. There's his logo, little DDR, which I hope is in focus. Now, HTM, is, like I said before, is hand tech made, which to me means mid-tech. So it's part custom, part machine made. Okay? Now, this thing opens with some authority. It is, first of all, you're struck by the sheer size of the thing. I mean, it's a very big knife. You're talking 11 inches overall. Actually, let me just get my ruler. I think my ruler is big enough. This way. Let's do inches. Let's put it down, it'll be easier. So it is, yeah, just over 11 inches long, and the blade I know is 5 inches, and it's CPM S35VN, made in the USA, and it really is a tank of a blade. And I knew that when I first saw it, I wanted it, and now I have it in my possession, and I have to say I was not as happy as I thought I would be. Yeah. People scratching their heads and thinking, why, Chris? Why would you not be happy with this knife? Mid-tech design, Darrel Ralph appeared in the Expendables movie, used by Jason Statham to stab that guy in the, well, it wasn't his balls, it was his basketball, but threatened to stab him in the balls. So why would you not like something like this? You like crazy designs? Well, I'll get to that in a minute, actually. So we have tip down pocket clip, as I said, titanium handle, and I do like the pattern that they've cut out of the handle. Um, very, very cool. And it just kind of reminds me of the spine. When I saw that, I thought, well, hang on, this knife's got a backbone. I have to have this thing. Very, very thick titanium slabs, beefy standoffs or pillars. It is a frame lock design, and yeah, consumes quite the bar consumes quite a lot of tang there. It is, of course, spring assisted, and then we get to the part that made my heart sink a little bit. Look at the centering on that. I hope that's in focus. Is it in focus? I think it's in focus. Out of all my knives in my collection, now some of them are off-centered. Out of all my knives in my collection, this has to be the worst one. And yes, the blade is actually touching the side of the scales. Now I could adjust that. It's not a major thing, but you would think that when you spend this much money, or that much money, for a Darrel Ralph hand-tech made knife, you would think that a knife of this caliber would never leave the premises with that kind of centering, would you really? But well, maybe I'm being too harsh. There are some that slip through the net, but then I have to refer to Spyderco again. Every Spyderco that I've had has been near enough perfect. Fit and finish has been top notch, and then you pay hundreds for a knife like this, and you get home and you're all excited, and you unbox it and you're disappointed because something like that happens. But I can always adjust it. I'll have to take off the pocket clip in order to access the pivot screw, which is another little annoyance, but it's not a big thing. It's not a big issue for me. But those two things aside, I just love the way that this thing flies out. It is a tank of a knife. I mean, it just feels like you could do a lot with this knife and not have to worry about, you just don't have to worry about it. Has a okay, nice stone wash, Tanto style blade. Nothing in the way of jimping, but it doesn't really need jimping. I mean, it's just, it is a beast. It is a serious beast. I mean, you could probably do low damage with this thing and it would look at you and ask for more. It will say, is that it? And lovely thing. Great design. There's no stopper for overextension apart from this pocket clip. which helps to prevent overextending the bar. And as you can see, you might be able to see the spring inside. I'm not sure if you can see that or not. You see that? Maybe you can. That's what gives the assistance. It is gritty, a little bit stiff. So if you are overzealous with this thing, and you know, fly it out, and it will, that bar will consume, so, I mean, it's up to, that's doing about 50%, but if you really fly it out, it consumes a little bit more. But anyway, let's do some size comparisons with this thing. Give you an even better idea just how big this thing is. Everyone knows what this is. This is my Emerson Super Commander. And actually, let's get another knife, because this very background is black and the knife is black. Let's get a different knife for my size. Being careful not to knock over my camera. Let's use this instead. Okay, so you can kind of see just how gargantuan this knife really is. Did I even tell you what the name of this knife was? I didn't, did I? Where are my manners? This knife is the Darrel Ralph 3D Tanto AXD. I think I got it all the right way around. It's quite a mouthful, which is why I probably subconsciously didn't want to say anything about it, because it's a very, very long name. But anyway, that kind of gives you an idea of the size of that knife. It is huge. It is a monster. Even the blade, I mean, the blade is like, if I try to match up the blade, I mean, there's so much extra blade. It's just amazing. Big and beefy. Anyway, time to put these away. And finish up the video. Okay, any questions? Leave a comment. Bye-bye.